Hello, good morning. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Thank you very much for coming here for the interview. You are Bilal Ahmad Kiani.
Yeah.
Bilal Ahmad Kiani, the very first important question that I would ask you is your detailed introduction. So, who you are, just introduce yourself to me.
As you already mentioned that my name is Bilal Ahmad Kiani.
Okay,
I am 27 years old.
okay,
I have done bachelor's from Foundation University in
Mhm.
electrical engineering
okay, that's
in
right.
2020,
Okay,
and I got 3.1 CGPA.
that's fine.
And then I worked in Icon Technical Services for 6 months.
Mm,
The company is related to firefighting and fire alarm.
mm,
And then currently I am working in an IoT based company
mm.
where I serve as associate IT and DevOps cloud engineer.
Okay, that's fine. So, as per is it written on your CV that you did or you went through that BSc electrical engineering, you
Yeah.
also did some courses related firefighting. That is also important courses as per
Yes.
your education because you are, after all, related with the electrical industry.
Yes.
But why? I mean, it really took you for 4 years to just study. I mean, finish this degree, right?
Yes.
Okay, so if you studied for 4 years and definitely for 8 hours a day for 4 years continuously, every day you just kept yourself engaged with the study for 4 hours or for 5 hours, then you could be able to just pass. I mean, just get the degree that for what you study or for what you just spent 4 years. Then why security? Why you are switching? I mean, to another industry that is absolutely not. I mean, have any relationship with the education that you've been through.
As I already mentioned in my CV that my experience related to electrical engineer is not because the firefighting and fire alarm company is also a mechanical engineer work.
Mhm.
Fire alarm related to electrical, but some sort of less experience in electrical.
Okay.
That's why I can't apply for the in this sort of
For further in
field.
the same industry.
Yes,
Okay.
that's
So when you just got admission in the university, where you supposed to just study that engineering? At that time, what exactly you were thinking that would it be there something in the future that you would just leave that industry and would go to another industry? Were you
no,
thinking about that?
no.
Okay. Did your father ask you to just leave this industry and go to another one?
As in electrical field, there is no sort of work, and I that's why
You mean
my
there isn't any enough opportunity that you can grab as an electrical engineer?
my financial crisis, that for my
Okay.
family, that's why
Okay.
I
Where do you live?
planning. Yes,
Where do you live?
I live in Rawalpindi.
Who do you live with?
I'm with my family, my father.
How many are you there in your family?
I have three sisters and I'm the only brother.
You're the only son of your parents, right?
Yes.
And what about the sisters? Are they older than you, younger than you?
Yes, my I have one sister that is older and two younger sisters.
Ah,
The
okay.
two sisters are married, and the third is in studying right
Okay, it's fine. So you are having such a nice beard. So what
now.
would
Yes.
you do in case if somebody asks you to remove it? Are you going to remove? How flexible you are with the beard? See, it's a kind of condition by the companies. It's not your condition.
Yes.
It's their condition that someone who would like to join their company, there might be a chance to ask that whether you are going to shave or not, because it is very easy to say yes and no here in Pakistan. But once you left Pakistan and you reach there in that country and join, after joining the company, later on if they ask you and you said no, so then that would be a little bit more difficult for you to manage, you know. So that's why we are asking this question in the very beginning. It what about the beard? If you ever
If
asked to
if
shave,
if a company demands, then I would definitely.
you mean you are flexible with the beard?
Yes.
Okay, fine. Do you know something about firefighting, about access control, about?
Um, as I already mentioned that I'm working 6 months for a firefighting and fire alarm based company.
Okay,
I have installed as a as a site engineer. I installed that firefighting and fire alarm system. I know the how
how
firefighting
to
works,
fight with the fire
how sprinklers that works.
works for
Yes,
pissing out
and
the fire.
yeah, I know the basic fire alarm system,
Mm-hmm,
manual call point for
mm-hmm,
the all
mm-hmm.
right.
Why do we need to rush towards manual call point? In what case?
Manual call point is what when some small sort of fire
Then in that case, we can rush
then
towards that.
then
Okay.
and
Otherwise,
our sprinklers does not work right now, so then I apply
okay.
MCP.
So okay, you mean to say if our sprinklers do not work, then in
Yes.
that case we rush towards where?
MCP.
MCP. Okay, that's fine. So, if you've been deployed on the main entrance, and definitely you do understand that what exactly security officers do on the main entrance. So, how would you just control the access of those people who tries to access towards the gate and try to go inside into the company? What would be your primarily steps to take up?
First, I interact with them,
Okay.
and then if the condition is too far,
Mhm.
then I call my supervisor and the other security members to.
If somebody doesn't want you to be, I mean, if somebody doesn't want you to check them, then what would you do in that case? Definitely, security
then
guards
I-
ask questions. They're
Then I call police or any sort of.
no, but how can you just directly call to the police because somebody asked you that no, excuse me, just go away, don't touch your hand with my body. So you would just go and call the police.
No, no. First, I try to engage and if
To bring it and your
yes,
supervisor's
yes,
notice.
yes.
Okay, that's fine. So, and you do know that for what salary you want to apply for now?
Yeah, I know that
What is the
it's
salary?
2,700 dirham.
2,770.
Yes.
But for that 2,770, you're supposed to work for 12 hours a day and for 28 days a month. And
Yeah.
there is an exam awaiting for you, and that exam called ASSD that you have to pass in anyway. There might be one chance, two, three, we don't really know about it. It used to have three chances, but it is said that now it is only one chance. That one chance will be given to you by the company. But before putting you on the exam, they would definitely put you first on training for 3 days. They would first give you some sort of material, some sort of knowledge that what kind of questions would be there in that paper. And then you have to do that by your own. Nobody can give you any recommendation about it. If you do think that maybe the recruiting agency or maybe the one on behalf of whom you came here, they would just give you some sort of recommendation to pass that exam. So I'm sorry, it wouldn't work like that. You will have to pass that exam. If you pass the exam, you'll get the license in return, and then the company would be able to deploy you somewhere as a security officer. Otherwise, they have some other solutions.
Oh,
Have you made
Yes.
your mind for that?
yeah.
Have you heard about exam before?
Yeah, yeah.
Is there any problem with the reading? I mean, is there any problem with the writing skills? If
No.
Sure.
Yeah.
After all, you are an engineer. You
Yeah.
study for 4 years engineer
Yeah.
degree. Okay, fine. So that was the thing. As you're not, I mean, a professional security officer, I'm not gonna ask you more questions. But as per your education, you can go through Google and also can just check it out your videos. You can also, I mean, like get an idea what sorts of question would be asked in the interview. So for the final interview, we would give you a call back again within few more days. I mean, it is not yet confirmed when the final interview would be. So
Okay.
till then, you have to wait for a telephone call to come and let you know.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you very much for coming.
Okay.
Take care.